Steve Cohen, the state's lone Democratic member of Congress, whose Memphis seat is on the line in this Republican redistricting push. Congressman, thank you for being with us. As your state lawmakers plow forward on redrawing Tennessee's congressional map, what's at stake if this black majority district is broken up?
Well, it destroys what was some of the highlights of the 60s, one of the greatest legislative accomplishments of Lyndon Johnson and the Congress in the 20th century of passing the Voting Rights Act with Martin Luther King and John Lewis there to fight for it, among others. The people who died for that right to vote, John Lewis's march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge and the march to Montgomery, and it's all wiped out. This was to make up for years of slavery and Jim Crow and give African Americans voting districts where they had the opportunity to elect the candidate of their choice. And they've done that in a wonderful way. Black people are very engaged in politics. It's an important part of their livelihoods and their success and their advancements in America. This is a great turnaround and a turn back to Jim Crow era politics in the 50s. And the Southern legislatures, like the one in Tennessee, that draw up the lines in the South and all over the country, won't be able to raise racial arguments, even when they are obvious. Mm-hmm. It is obvious as the shoe on your foot that this is a racially based gerrymandering to eliminate the black vote, which is a core Democratic vote. But that's why they're being eliminated. This district was not a voting rights district. It was a district of compactness, of community of interest, of Memphians who live together. It's a large black population, and they've had that district I've represented for 20 years, and I feel like I'm going to my own funeral.
I hear what you're saying. Can you explain why you feel that black voices and black votes won't be heard or won't be counted in the same way? And what options, if any, do you and your Democratic colleagues have to fight back?
African Americans have been a majority in this district, 61% in the general District 9, and in a primary, 80%. 80% in a Democratic primary where the candidate's basically chosen. And I've won that district 9 times in re-election with 80% black vote and never lost a precinct. African-American voters don't vote on race. They vote on the candidate who they want to deliver services, to deliver to Memphis, and to deliver constituent services. They've done it. With this district the way it is, divided Memphis in 3 different maps that stretch out up close to the Kentucky line and over towards Nashville, on the Mississippi line and towards Chattanooga, and then in the center going out, drawn for one particular man, a man named Brent Taylor, who's a House member, and he drew that map for himself. Those districts will make the black voting population of Memphis a tail of a comet. They will not get any regards from the people who are running in the Republican primaries who will be the winner, because these are majority, big-time majority Republican districts, and the black vote will not be sought and it will not be listened to. And there will not be offices in Memphis to deal with constituent services, Social Security, Medicaid, VA issues, whatever. And there won't be community projects that Memphis needs. Memphis is a big city, the second biggest city in Tennessee, an iconic city in America. I have delivered, my predecessor, Sherrill Ford Jr. and Sr. delivered. Nobody will deliver because it's not going to be an important part of that voting block. They will not get community projects. They will not get the needs they want. And one thing that shows how foolish this is, you have a baseball team, 9 players. We have 9 congressmen. You have 9 players who play 9 different positions and can help you different ways. When we needed a bridge built across the Mississippi River, one of the biggest projects this state's ever saw, they came to me, the lone Democrat, to lobby Pete Buttigieg under Biden. I was able to get Buttigieg and the Biden administration to give $450 million to this project. There will be a new bridge built over the Mississippi River because the Republican governor and the Republican team came to the Democrat, the only Democrat they had who could deliver. They asked me to deliver, and I delivered. There's going to be a Democratic president in 2028. There will be nobody to deliver. They're doing all this for Donald Trump for one reason, to stop oversight of him in the Congress next term. We can oversee his kleptomania, his cryptocracy and the money he's made, his emoluments violations, his pardon violations. They don't want that. For one man, the most heinous criminal man ever to hold the White House, ever, they're turning Tennessee around. They're turning black votes around. They're turning Memphis around. Filling a city, a great American city.
Congressman Steve Cohen, I appreciate your passion. Thank you so much